Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about the stages an ex goes through during no contact. So basically, if you're interested in what someone goes through, what an ex goes through when someone is applying the no contact rule on them, this is for you. Okay, so the first thing that an ex will go through when it comes to no contact, and this may happen as well immediately after the breakup as well, is that they will feel relief. Because if they were the one that dumped you, and they were the one that did the dumping, it's not an easy thing to do. To dump someone, it's not an easy thing to do. It's actually not a very nice thing to have to do, to go through, and probably it took them a while to build up to doing that. They probably had to think about it. They may even talk to their friends about it, and then they had to bite the bullet that day and then dump you, basically. Right, so after doing that, after doing the dumping, they feel relief, right? They feel, oh, thank God, okay, I finally got it done. I did the thing. It was really difficult, but I've done it now and it's over. And they feel that relief, essentially, okay? And they may also feel relief if, let's say, for example, that you've been in contact with them and now since the breakup, and now you're applying the no contact rule on them because you've now disappeared, you've stopped begging, you've stopped pleading, you've stopped trying to reason with them to try and get back with you, and now you've suddenly disappeared, right? And now they're going to feel relief again, right? And they're like, oh, okay, they're gone, they're no longer messaging me, they're no longer trying to badger me about getting back together. Thank God for that, right? So the first stage they go through is this relief. Okay, so the next stage that they go through is curiosity. So when a little bit of time has gone by, they may be wondering, okay, I wonder what they're doing. I wonder what they're up to. I'm just going to quickly check their social media profiles and things like that if they get curious about you. Okay, so they may have that period of curiosity to see how well you're moving on, to see if you have moved on, to see if you're dating anyone new. They'll have a period of curiosity. Now, the period of curiosity may last like just 5 minutes, where they just go through your social media profiles, or perhaps they text a friend that is maybe friends with you as well, so a mutual friend, right? And they're just asking what you've been up to or something like that. Or it could last a few weeks. Maybe they scroll and stalk you for a while, and their curiosity stage lasts a long time. Now, usually with people that haven't moved on from the relationship, the curiosity stage lasts a bit longer, okay, because they're kind of still debating, about different things, and they may be feeling that they've probably still got a lot of anger inside of them, or they've got maybe even some feelings of missing you and whatever it may be, and they're just curious about what's going on, right? So someone who cares about you and still loves you will have a longer curiosity period, whereas someone who is going to move on from you will probably only be like a few minutes, where they just check up on you just to see what you're up to, and then they just leave it and carry on with their lives, essentially. Okay, so there's a curiosity stage. Okay, so the next stage is the reminiscing stage. Okay, this is where they think back on the relationship, they think back on the good, they think back on the bad. Maybe if they are feeling particularly nostalgic, they may be only thinking about the good. Someone who is a bit more balanced, though, will think about the bad and the good, but someone who perhaps is more on the verge of missing you, still wants to be with you, maybe still has some feelings towards you, will reminisce mostly about the good things and the nostalgic things and things that made them feel like really happy in the relationship. So they'll reminisce and they'll go over their memories with you, and this, again, it may be just for a few minutes, or it may be a long while they're reminiscing and thinking about you. Okay, the longer, again, the reminiscing period, the more likely it is that they will want to come back and be with you. Okay, so they reminisce. And it's usually when they've gone through the reminiscing stage that they get to the next stage, which is decision time. Okay, decision time is when they think, okay, do I want to get back with this person or do I not? Do I reach out? Do I not? Right? And it's usually over that reminiscing stage. If during the reminiscing stage they have thought good things about you and they've been feeling nostalgic about the relationship, then it's more likely that their decision will be to try and reach out to you, try to reconnect with you in some way. Okay? If their reminiscing stage was bad and they were thinking about the bad things and they're still happy, basically, that the breakup happened, then in decision time, they will stay away. Okay? So that's what ultimately leads to that. So it becomes to a place where they are making that choice, making that decision. Do I reach out? Do I start to reconnect? Or do I move on? Okay, which leads to the last stage that an ex goes through during their contact, which is they're either moving on with their lives or they're moving back with you, right? Whether that is them just simply sending a friend request to you, following you, or something like that on social media and trying to reconnect with you. Okay, but they also could be moving on, right? And that's where you'll probably realize that the no contact rule hasn't worked and they've moved on with their life, and you may see them now entering a new relationship if they haven't already got into one already, if they haven't already had a rebound, and essentially, just moving on with their life. Okay, but if they haven't moved on with their life and they want to come back into your life, that's when you'll see them starting to test the waters around you. So they may do it by first sending you a friend request again, or a follow request if you're not already still on social media with each other. And that's how they'll test the waters. But if you're applying the no contact rule with them, don't see them messaging, don't see them reaching out to you as in like following you or adding you again as them breaking no contact. What you've got to realize about the no contact rule is that they have to send you a message. They have to send you a message for the no contact rule to have worked. They have to be the one that initiates a conversation with you saying, hey, how are you? Hey, what you been up to? Something like that. Okay. And I talk about this before with an ex that I had that came back into my life, right? So we'd been broken up for about 3 weeks or so. I think it was about that, but about a month, I can't quite remember exactly how long it had been. Because at that stage in my life, I really didn't care. I really didn't want to be with her again because of certain things that she had done, and I had been the dumper in that case. So anyway, she came back. So how she did this was she sent me a friend request, which I accepted because I didn't really care. I was like, fine, you want to stalk, you want to have a little look at my profile, fine, you go ahead and do that. I don't care, right? And then after a few days, that is when she reached out to me. That is when she messaged me and wanted basically to see me and things like that, which I nearly agreed to, it would have been a really bad choice on my part. But I nearly did that. But it just showed me basically how the no contact rule works, right? Because I didn't contact her at all. She unfriended me, right? And then after 3 weeks of not talking to me, she added me again. And then after a few days after adding me, she reached out to me, right? So you can see how your ex may test the waters by first just sending you a friend request. Okay, do they accept it? Yes, they accepted it. Okay, so they give it a few days. Maybe they look through your profile for a few days just to see what you've been up to recently. And then they reach out to you, right? So it may not be, so please don't take it too seriously though when your ex reaches out to you by sending you a friend request or a follow request, okay? Because still then you don't really know 100% what their intentions are, okay? So don't see that as, okay, yes, they've sent me a friend request, I'm going to reach out to them. No, wait for them to reach out to you, okay? And another thing about them reaching out to you and things like that is you got to be very acutely aware of what they're saying in the messages. Because if they're just, solely just asking about you, asking about how you are, what you've been up to, and they're trying to prolong the conversation, keep the conversation going, then that's a good sign that they want to get back with you. Whereas someone who doesn't want to get back with you may message you because they're asking for something. It could be, oh, could I come and collect the rest of my clothes? Could you, if you've got kids, it may be something like, can you pick up Timmy from football practice today, right? If they've got ulterior motives, then that's not a good sign. It has to be they're just wanting to talk to you, wanting to know what you're up to, wanting to know what you're doing with your life and things like that. Okay, so that's a very important distinction, okay, when your ex reaches out to you. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.ChristineLoveridge.com and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.